Game for third in the first Schuck Cup. This is actually quite some money on the line here. If you lose, you end up with 30 bucks. If you win the best of 3, you end up with $120. So you can quadruple your income here if you win the best of 3. It's Lucifer versus Joshi, Undead versus Night Elf once again. Lucifer was defeated by Foggy in the semi-final, but before then he took out Chimiko, Linguagua, and ACX. Shishi, as we saw, fell to Hook, but he defeated Fly and Colorful and 2 before, so pretty good run for him. Let's see who ends up with the bronze medal in Schuck Cup number 1.
Lucifer was taking a bit of a gamble here early. With the Ghoul Scout coming over right away, he wanted to try to cancel this Ancient of War, hoping that it was very close to the camp, being greedily positioned. That's not the case though. It is fairly far away, so this should turn out to not be a cancel. Still taking quite a bit of damage though. The Wisp, the Ghoul can come in one more time. He's waiting for the Wisp to draw the aggro, I guess, and then go in once again. If he gets this cancel, it'll be massive.
He needs to repair for sure. Like, he can't creep with the Ancient of War now.
Yeah. But I like that the Ancient of War attacked the Ghoul here, so he can't go into the creeps again. And now the Renegade is finally has calmed down. He's going back to his friends, telling him about, dude, this one Ghoul annoyed me so much. I was getting so mad. I was hitting trees later. Don't know what happened.
Remo is hitting walls a lot. This Renegade Wizard likes to hit on trees a bit.
Can you imagine someone pissing you off so much you start hitting the tree outside? Goddamn tree!
Well, we got some dogs. Sometimes they fucked me up a lot. Not us, but
you don't have trees outside, I just noticed.
There's one.
Where's your tree?
In the middle of the terrace, basically.
It's a small tree though, right?
It's a small tree indeed.
I don't even remember that tree. So, this early harassment with the Ghoul, of course, comes at the cost of a lot of lumber, as the Undead is not mining any lumber with that one Wisp, so the Tomb is late, so the DK is moving out on the map without even Rods of Necromancy, which is usually his favorite toy in all the world. Unless you're Edo, then you don't make Rods of Necromancy.
Shishi fixed it quite nicely. Oh, he's not moving the Ancient of War over. I thought he's going to heal up with the trees and then start to creep. Ah, he does it now. But the DK is ready and has a coil for the Renegade and the Rogues.
Okay, this is lining up pretty nicely for the DK. Gets the last hit here as well. This looks like just a pretty solid opening. You don't have to kill the Ancient of War, but you force him so low that he can't creep, so you come in for the harass, pre-level 2, pre-entangle. Perhaps he should have considered going entangle first, actually, in this kind of scenario.
We have, the second Necropolis here because of that Ghoul harass. As we oftentimes mention, you don't need lumber for the second Necropolis, and that's why you get it. Because the Ghoul would usually harvest lumber for you. So yeah, the base looks a little weird now, but it all makes sense in the end.
Super slow tech here for Lucifer, though. He still is far away from having the gold. He's going extremely heavily on the Ghouls. This is an all-in Ghoul push. Keeper coming in, almost walking into surround. That could have been very dangerous.
Well, it could have opened the tree lines with the treants.
True, true. DK gets another Wisp. Sold the TP, got the dust. Ghouls coming in. There's a lot of Ghouls.
Yep.
How many archers do we have?
7.
Quite a few, though.
Yeah, counting higher than one hand is hard, huh?
Impossible. Confirmed impossible. So, where's the rod? There we go. DK got the rod now. And second crypt, double crypt Ghoul Rush. Okay. That's a Lucifer classic right here. I like that he is not panicking, cancelling the tech. The right choice is to let the tech come through and mass Ancients of War if you have to. But the second hero with the tier 2 finishing is what really swings this around for the Night Elf usually. If it is being swung around. Swing-a-renoed.
Army is spread a little though. Second Ancient of War here, no Hunter's Hall. Trying to get rid of the first Ancient in front of everything. Switches the target now to Moonwolf, surprise tech, but that will take forever. In the meantime, Ghouls are hurt, so are the archers. And more Ghouls coming.
I think he's doing this well though. He hasn't lost any archers yet. One of the Ancient of Wars here is ready to fight.
That was the best Caster's Curse probably ever. He hasn't lost an archer yet. Boom, coil, dead archer.
But the DK is pretty much out of mana. If the Moonwell falls, he can still go for a second hero. That's a bit of a mistake here not having a Wisp at the tavern. Panda or Alchemist both would be amazing in this situation. Other than that, though, it's looking pretty solid. The Ancient of War is still ready to fight. DK, when he hits level 2, with the aura, is going to become much more dangerous, along with the ghouls, of course. Keeper is still not on level 2.
Yeah.
But he's almost there, and the DK is low already. He might be able to force a TP. No, wait, he doesn't have a TP.
Nope.
Might be able to force a kill.
He has one more coil to work with. Now level 2 finally. Oh, it's time for a surround, maybe? Can't get in. The Engine of War is helping. He has mass archer production if he wants to.
Second hero is ready now, though. It is the Alchemist coming in. That's going to change a lot. As he's already taking out some ghouls in the middle. 2 of them dying immediately. And I think he has weathered the storm.
If he's not losing heroes early. Nice moving out of the way with the Alchemist here. Not getting trapped by the ghouls. Yeah. Lucifer sees it the same way. He's transitioning out of this mass ghoul thing and techs.
Well done by Shishi. I like how he kept his calm. He's like, okay, just gotta walk away with my archers, not lose too much, buy more time for the tier 2, for the second hero. Yeah, I'm gonna lose some Moonwells, but that's okay. And now with one hell of a tech advantage. Yeah. Could just be expanding right now, I think.
Tier 2 is done, of course. As we see the Alchemist. Big experience here for Lucifer, though. And only now level 2 on the Keeper.
He has to be careful, though. These masses of ghouls still do pose a threat. He needs to make sure to not lose too much. Losing 1 or 2 archers would be acceptable. But he doesn't want to engage this full force, really. We even see Cannibalize coming in from the ghouls.
Oh, wow.
Heavily buffed, still barely used.
Another archer, another ghoul dead. 2 new subs here. Thank you, Daigo Jetlag for the Prime sub and Knowles Doda for the 10-month resub as well. No clue why this sub shows up now, but finals, hype. And King Ride as well with the Prime sub. Spending your Prime subs well, guys.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Lucifer special with this strategy is going Aura 2 on level 3. What do you think? Is he going to do it?
Yes.
But he's not going pure ghoul all-in anymore. He is transitioning. He's going towards... What's the ghouls doing? Hello?
Oh,
Senor?
Trying to get some archers, but that did not work out one bit.
Without the aura, they're not that scary.
Nope.
Really. But only losing 1 ghoul so far. DK is back with the Scroll of Healing. Getting bashed by the tunneler. You remember that, Star-Shaped? You hear Star-Shaped? Remember those tunnelers?
It is Aura 2, by the way. Oh, but Poison Ivy on this DK, and he doesn't have a town portal. Has to break out via Heal Scroll.
Still dropping low. But the ghouls are so speedy. So speedy. He gets the kill with a coil onto one of the archers. Dryads are the perfect answer to this play, by the way, but he's going... Hippo Riders, of course, that makes sense as well. Ghouls for the surround!
Whoa, this is a TP. Well done. Alchemist is still chasing this Death Knight. Is not reaching around.
He really wants to lose a lot of HP on the Keeper before he TPs! Wants to get the ghoul. Doesn't get it. That was a big mistake. He could have TP'd out of this with full HP. And now he's healing up from the Moonwell. That's the last bit of moon juice.
That is correct. No mana on the Alchemist with that, and you absolutely need Acid Bomb. No way around it. Expo is coming. Slaughterhouse, Guards,
forces are under attack.
and more levels.
Lightning shield on a ghoul. That might be the first time I ever see that.
Thank you very
How
much.
did he get a lightning shield on the ghoul? What?
That's a good
Ghoul
question.
doesn't have range attack. I mean, it wasn't intentional, but it still happened.
I don't know, dude. Knubberquake, 700 bits. Thank you very much. And Korusu with a 2-1-3 resub as well.
Ohio. Thank you, Knubby. And Korosu. Natural being crept. Expo's almost ready, but the army is laughably small, and some of those are actually ensnared right now. But okay, ensnare's gonna wear off. Garg will, of course, obliterate Hippo Riders in the air, but Hippogriffs, on the other hand, are really good against the Gargs. He's playing solo DK.
Yep.
No second hero Lich.
Yep.
Some old school stuff right here. Nice.
He doesn't have coil level 2 at the moment. It's aura, so that's why he's creeping to get that powerful nuke/heal.
First statue is gonna come out in a moment. More gargoyles, especially the statue, are gonna be it's gonna be a big help.
Maybe he coiled the renegade at the laboratory, so that's why he casted lightning shield.
But then he cast it on the DK.
Always?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Your life in trouble. Can root though. Wasn't able to prevent this. 3 hippos against 5 gargoyles, but they're acid bombed up as well. Ooh, but that's a lot of damage. They're so fast with this aura. Nice micro on the hippogriff, dude.
Yeah.
Forcing the gargs to fly in after for a long time, but it's just not enough hippos as it seems.
Not yet, at least. Shrians distract nicely. It's still also so many ghouls. Is he going tier 3? No, he's not. Just more and more gargs. We have upgrades. Of course, not on the ghouls. Also, nothing on the gargs.
Now we have the statue coming in. He's gonna get a heal scroll here as well. This is a scary tier 2 undead army.
Even a scroll of protection.
I like it. He's a good.
Thank you. Not yet pro for the 2-month resub. Hey guys. Hey, not yet pro. You're getting there, man. You're getting there.
Got him on the ground. Replenishment picks that up as well. DK, full mana. We have 6 hippogriffs now, though. They might be able to win this air fight. They should, actually. With Acid Bomb, they certainly should. But then the ghouls. They can't do anything about the ghouls.
The lack of Nova is absolutely noticeable now. Like, with that Nova, Shishi can't kite as well as he did in fight number 1.
Okay, he has to use the scrolls here. Protection coming in to start with. Coil executes one of those hippos.
Level 4.5. The extra experience on the DK. There's no solution to these ghouls at the moment. There's no repair either.
Tree's gone. Say goodbye to your expansion, my friend.
So all-inny. This entire game started with the ghoul rush. Also the investment into items instead of second hero.
This is why it's so much fun to see Lucifer play. Nobody else plays like this on this level.
I read a YouTube comment yesterday saying that Lucifer is so robotic, never comes up with some interesting plays. It's like,
oh, that's someone very deeply inside the scene.
Yeah.
A player's forces are under attack.
Sometimes I get neck pain from shaking my head all the time. But I guess that goes for a few viewers when I'm casting solo.
I like the comment earlier, one of the first ones when we started the stream, being like, how about you start the stream when the games begin?
Yeah. We do love our viewers though most of the time. So
Also
let's just come in. Yep. And that's the timing to go for the second hero. That's gonna be the ledge.
Level 3 aura. Yeah, right. I want to see it. I want to see frenzy rules without frenzy.
A player's forces are under attack.
Guess it's coil?
It's coil.
Boo.
But how do we get out of there now? Nothing is attacking at the moment.
Oh, that acid bomb.
Yep, it hit.
These gargs would get obliterated.
Every thing. But for that position, Lucifer is actually losing not
coming
too
in
much,
with the
and
Nova.
here-
They're all stacked up.
Perfect. 1 kill. Oh, reinforcements here. The next acid bomb, and it's a constant battle between Nova and acid bomb.
Okay, maybe the coil isn't so bad. That was quite a big nuke there against the hippo.
Yep.
That's exactly how you want to fight this, by the way. Wait for the Nova cooldown, bait them in. They're all clumped up, Nova onto everything. Then go in for attack. When the Nova slow is over, go out again. And then rinse, repeat.
Sounds easy, huh?
Sounds easy. Isn't so easy to pull off, though.
Just do a million things in the right order at the perfect time, and then no problem.
I mean, if you watch Happy stream, he always gets it done. Easy. Yeah, but it's actually really hard to execute.
Scroll protection
Expo's coming up again. We'll be finishing down there. 1 scroll of protection, 1 scroll of healing for Lucifer. And tier 3 just starting.
Oh, Shishi forcing the fight before Lucifer can attack. Like that little mini flank. But the scrolls and the consumables in general are speaking in favor of Lucifer. Almost no ghouls left though.
True. Here comes the entangle finally. Didn't have vision there for a moment. But easy cancel, of course, for these guards. How many guards is this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 maybe? 10? A lot of guards. 1-1 upgrade against 0-0 hippos. And when they're up by 2 upgrades, I guess it's an even playing field. Oh, however, of course, we have to consider also acid bomb coming in.
There's also a little bit of statue healing. A couple of those hippos are riders.
Koilnova not enough for the kill. For that he would need level 3 Lich, which however is very hard to come by.
Not much experience left on the map, but the orb is coming soon. This will help. Shishi in the meantime, a very late expansion, but he's getting that expansion.
Lucifer is committing for the Renegade. Oh, the Magi, very nice here for him, but now in a bad position, especially the Lich could be in trouble.
Again, no TP. Is it worth taking the Lich? Yes, of course it is.
Well,
Entangle again.
Here comes the Entangle after. Yep. Heal potion, he could transfer it though, and actually gets away from there.
Lucifer's second Houdini move on Amazonia here.
Forces are under attack.
If there was a Nova right now, oh my god. It's a
there
cooldown
isn't.
though, also he has no mana.
Could have microed the statue a little better, I guess. Don't know if that would have been enough mana then.
Tier 3 almost done. Orb will be picked up.
Rule of necromancy to eat skeletons.
I mean, he's got like nothing against ground. He's got only hippogriffs. 61 supply though, my goodness.
Does he have another engine of war left? No,
A
right? He
player's
can't go into
forces
more
are
hippo
under attack.
riders.
Oh, he's going into fairy dragons now.
Okay.
It's a little risky. If he loses the air battle, the fairy dragons will get dominated by these guards.
Lich level
What?
2. Big mana.
Oh, baby. Alright, in we go. That was a horrible Nova. Hit only one hippo. Gets the kill though with the coil. DK, he's getting entangled, but there's like no damage against ground.
Only the heroes. And the keeper really doesn't do much damage at all. Stone form coming now.
Gold. 800 gold for Lucifer.
Yeah, he's banking a lot.
A player's forces
Waiting
are
for
under
one
attack.
big attack.
Second attack upgrade. It's gonna make it... Ah, okay, hippos also have upgrades now coming in. I've seen many hippo versus Garg fights in my lifetime. And usually the Gargs always lose. Doesn't matter if there's scrolls, doesn't matter if there's a Dreadlord, doesn't matter if there's good Novas. Normally.
So, what would your suggestion be? Except of go fiends.
I don't know.
Dreadlord for Vampora?
I think you should have tried to expand somewhere earlier. But now it's probably too late.
Claws for 12 for this Lich. It's insane, he's plus
Holy
29.
crap. 29. It's kind of insane.
Long range acid bomb, heat seeking missile.
Oh my god, he's got so many hippos though. He's got 16 hippogriffs.
73 supply. He's getting ready for 100.
A player's
are very
forces
cheap.
are under attack.
Level 3 for the Lich. Massive level
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Nice by Shishi that he realizes he's gonna need Scrolls of Healing. Gets one now.
Risky creep spot. Okay, he saw it and therefore Lucifer's not going for it.
Oh my god, these hippos.
A player's forces are
Lucifer
under
just broke
attack.
upkeep. What's he going for? More Gargs. And a Dreadlord.
Okay,
He's trying
Koilnova
it.
on the keeper. Not going for it. Oh, he's chasing with the Lich. They're a little bit out of position
Like,
now.
the Entangle is totally not scary because there's no follow-up damage. Oh, that Nova though! Holy crap.
Yeah, he can take those fights even with 20 supply less. Holy
That
shit!
grip Just popped. Boom. Gone.
Yeah. So, Mr. Dreadlord, what do
Such
you
a
bring
weird
us?
game.
Is it Carrion Swarm first or Aura first?
Carrion Swarm has a damage cap, right? Like every other spell?
Yes.
Or almost every other spell. Nova doesn't, interestingly. Oh, look at the hippos. Nova. Oh! Was a pretty good one. Wasn't quite Craigasm.
Oh, it's in a bit of trouble.
But,
No invul
you
on
know,
him.
he gets entangled and there's just no damage. He's not even half HP. He doesn't even have to coil.
Aura
But they-
first it is. Double level up for Joshi. 4 and 4, I guess. Yes. Not the biggest level ups, actually. Lucifer's playing the smart 2-1 upgrades now for more attack. Gives him more HP thanks to the Vamp Aura.
Statue completely drained though.
Yeah. The Destroy upgrade is done. Shishi is the one with double income, though.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's just going more into Gargs. Oh, we're mined out by the way in the mains.
Ooh. Okay, Lucifer.
Nova!
What do you do now?
Oh!
But no follow-up. DK in focus. He doesn't want to engage here with 13 supply less. And what a timing by Shishi to attack all the acolytes.
Lich has to start eating some ghouls. Doesn't really need too much lumber anymore. It's all about the Lich. It's all about the Nova.
Yeah. Items are still pretty good. On both sides, though. Especially heroes for Shishi are very safe. 2-1
This is
upgrade.
80 supply, 2-1 hippos, backed up by scrolls.
2-2.
Shishi should not be able to lose this fight.
2-2 is ready. And that's
He wants all to clump up and then to Nova. Is he going for the hero?
Player's
He's just going for the hero.
There's an invul potion and a heal potion. I don't know if that's the right call. There's no sleep, there's no carrion swarm. Just right clicks and another antagon. He can just walk away.
That didn't work. And the DK is actually dropping really low here. Stone form on the Gargs, protects him on the ground. And now coming in with a Nova. Half of the hippos aren't here. Lucifer finds his opportunity and gets a favorable trade.
And the Vamp Aura was there. There's another Nova ready. He has mana in a bit. Eats the skeleton now. There's the next Nova. Acid Bomb applied on a lot of Gargs. Okay, here we have the big fight. Everything is happening at the same time. Scroll protection used on both sides to make things even more uncontrollable. Another Nova coming in soon, but I think the Gargs are dropping hard. 47 supply left. Level 2 on the Dreadnought. Could be Carrion Swarm. Should be Carrion Swarm. Actually, it's Sleep. Okay. Trying to go for a hero kill now. Lucifer is losing basically everything in the air. No. Oh, there is a Nova. Doesn't reach here.
Going for the Alchemist now, Coil Nova, but there is an invul to protect him. And the Gargs actually won by a
Kind of.
hair. It's one gargoyle remaining. The last Garg dies.
Wow.
The last Garg survives.
And now the fairies are pretty much useless.
With one gargoyle
And the Expo's up.
left.
Oh my
He
god.
wins there, but-
He can go into Fiends so easily now. I mean, once mining is up again.
Damn, Lucifer.
Well,
That was 80 supply hippos.
if Shishi is not moving his hippos partly into the guard army, then he wins this.
That's also true. Coil Nova. Ouchie, ouchie. Staff again. But basically no moon juice.
A player's forces are under attack.
So rough. Destroyers
Sleep,
now.
by the way, to prevent the staff. That's the purpose.
Ah, okay. Damn those games today. What? We call it Super Sunday for a reason. We knew.
A town is under siege.
I think Lucifer's got this now. Oh, harassment at the expansion, though. There's a couple of ferries over there. One gargoyle could perhaps kill him. Oh no, there's a hippogriff there as well,
Yeah.
though.
And Fiends it is. Needs web. Don't know if it's ready yet. Of course, heroes clean this alone. But needs to move them back.
Oh, nice stone form. Can they outdamage the stone? Yes, they can. It was faster than I thought.
Okay.
A
But
player's
the heroes
forces are under attack.
camp on this now. Shishi only in quotes, there's 15,000 left. These gold mines are really big, by the way.
Remember Czechi complaining about this? You can't beat human! Expo never runs out, 20,000 gold! Good old Czech maniac. Somewhere on Twitter he's complaining that there's no Czech support for Warcraft 3. Oh! The Destroyer. Dropping very low, but so is the Keeper. Has to use one more of those potions. Maybe.
Missed a little out of position. There's an invul for him. Could be triggered. Nope. He's getting another ferry. And weapons in now. An easy transition for Lucifer. Might win him the game here after the Garg Hippo fight. Oh, staff again. And yet another attack by the fairies. Shishi can't win a straight up fight, but maybe he can win by mining.
One ferry will certainly be lost here to the web coming in. DK is almost level 6, by the way. But more fiends coming. Nova against the Treants, actually. Destroyer, Dispel, gets him decently healthy again. And the coil follow up as well. But now he can go for that fiend kill here perhaps. But there's so little damage coming towards the fiend. Might still be enough in the end. Keeper still low, still has to be careful. Alchemist level up for level 5, saves his buddy with the staff to sleep just a hair too late right there. DK no more mana for coil.
Oh, is this the time to
lower.
kill the Lich? There's no consumables on him. Invo Potion swap. And now the Alchemist. What can he do? There's no staff on him. There's no HP on him anyway. Damage prevented by sleep, but boom. Man, that's a nightmare where he's not waking up from. Lich still in trouble. But he runs away.
fast.
Aura 3.
Level 3 aura. Hustle, hustle, hustle.
Players' forces are
Makes it
under
away.
attack.
Now the Dreadlord and the one fiend here holding on at the expansion.
When do we
DK,
ever
if he
see...
gets the mana potion, he does. Uh-oh.
Oh, look at him go. Oh, level 5. Ah, let's just back, he moves away. When do we ever see 6-4-3 heroes on Amsonia?
Last fiend dead though. Last fiend for a little bit at least. Here comes the Entangle, but not too much damage follow up. He's waiting for the Invul to run out and then the Nova, but the Entangle is lasting long enough. The Nova should be ready. Coil, Nova, Keeper, dead. Is that it?
No heroes for Shishi anymore. He's trying to click down the Lich, but there's a coil. And that must be it. The Lich can clean this alone now. Again.
Lucifer, down to 21 supply, but it's 21 really good supply.
Really good. It's like 5 Acolytes, a Ghoul, and triple hero. Shishi is only at 31 without heroes, though.
The Lich is... Oh, yes, he's dropped an item. His minimum damage, what is it? 62.
Yep.
Minimum.
Yep.
Not including armor reduction.
Yep. Whoa, what a sick day. And Invo Potion bought by Lucifer. So good. And the next
Dude,
Acolyte is moving over. He's mining fully again.
These games are
Tavern
seriously
Revive
insane.
for the Keeper.
And the Alchemist occupying the altar, otherwise it would take too long, I guess.
Yeah. Thank you, Zarathustra 1945 for the sub.
What is this day, by the way, man?
Sunday, man.
It's super sick Sunday, man. It's not normal.
Red spot.
Level 5 Lich. Level 4 Dreadlord, maybe.
You know, they say all days are created equal.
What?
There's a Scott Steiner promo, you know? They say
Okay.
all men are created equal. But that's not true. Thank you.
Shouldn't he make a
Frohold.
tower at this expansion? You could also sell the Necropolis. Doesn't really serve much purpose anymore.
Thank you, Frohold, for the sub. And more fiends coming in. This statue, man. It's worth a billion gold.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good.
12,000 gold.
Murloc somehow still surviving, by the way, outside the Night of Camp. They're like, oh, dude, guys, we almost made it. We almost made it.
Thoughts and prayers, thoughts and prayers.
Creeps won't give any more experience to the Night Elf here. The Lich and the Dreadlord can still pick up some.
Yeah.
And they're very close to level
He
ups.
gets the red spot for the Lich. Oh,
Another claws plus 12, let's go. I want to see it.
oh my god.
That would be plus 41 damage.
You paid attention
Players'
in math
forces
class,
are
man.
under
Proud
attack.
of you. And
I
people
don't
say
think I've
never
ever
do
s-
math on stream.
I think I've never seen plus 40 damage. In old Blade Master days, maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't think on a Lich. Get those claws, bro. Get those claws. Seems like the red camp though will be going to Shishi. How tough must it be, by the way, to be Shishi? There's so many games he's got almost won, and somehow he always loses it.
Yeah, man, Lucifer versus Shishi is a guaranteed classic nowadays. How many boulders can this granite golem toss? I think he has no mana anymore because it takes him forever to kill this.
One more kills on the fairies. Is that a level up? Yes. 6, 5, 4 undead heroes.
All right, man. He finally got the granite for the Cloak of Flames.
Oh yeah, that's gonna help.
He had seriously 0 mana at the end. But yeah, 6-5-4 is bonkers. He's trying to harass again with the fairies, and that's what Shishi has to do. There's no other way.
He's continuing to lose fairies though to this. 1 or 2 here, 1 or 2 there.
4 fiends.
Once there's 2 spirit towers here, it's gonna be easily holdable. But Lucifer still has no towers here yet. He's leaving some fiends behind now. That's pretty smart.
Players' forces are under attack.
Next rock golems here for the Dreadlord only.
What odds would you give Shishi right now?
I mean, I've seen Lucifer in an insane position in Undead versus Night Elf, and then he threw all his Garks away and lost the game still against who was it? Was it Shishi? Was it Colorful? I'm not too sure. But with 6.
Oh no, the Murlocs! No, they found him. Destroyer taking decent damage here, but there's level 3 coil.
Well, he was focusing him for what felt like a minute, so... He's not close to ultimates, is he? Nope, nope.
Could transmute save him possibly, like it saved Foggy earlier.
I guess.
A player's
Transmute
forces
is
are
like...
under attack.
Transmute is really, really good. Lucifer is fortifying his expo. I like that. Finally. Took him some time to build an army to be able to react. And I like that he goes into like mobile army first before fortifying. He could have built these towers 3 minutes ago or so, but then his moving army would be super bad.
A town is under siege.
Lucifer now going for the jugular into the main for the Moonwells. The expansion would have been the more predictable point of attack, but yeah, he's going for the main here. Possibly supply blocking Shishi, but he's got a lot of open supply. Even after this move, still at 50 out of 80. And Shishi wants to go for his own attack. But there's 2 spirit towers here already. If microed properly, these fairy dragons will take a lot of damage.
Nice. Lots of treants as well. Not about to expire too early. He's walking through with an alchemist with Cloak of Flames. He is not the worst damage dealer of them all, but he might be caught off guard. He's trying to flank. Of course, kind of easy with the slowed keeper. Is there Coil Nova? Yes, there is. Saving on Invoke Potion, that was a little unnecessary.
Panicking a little. Was right next to the staff. Uh-oh. Wait a minute! How are we gonna save this alchemist, though?
That's a very valid question.
I guess we're not. He's surrounded. There's no telestaff for him to get out. The keeper is trying to run back to save his friend, to return the favor, but that's just too much damage. GG. In another insane game here on Super Sunday.
Absolutely. How long was this? Like 30 minutes or so?
34.
34. We had 2 games that are combined like almost 80 minutes. No, more than 80 minutes. Just 2 maps. Unbelievable.
Lucifer's marathon man today.
Absolutely. And it's only the 1-0. We have plenty more games for you here. 1 map away from $120 is Lucifer. But now it's Shishi's map choice.
Man. Didn't think the games were gonna be so sick today. What
Me
the hell?
neither.
So, Shihi's map choice. What's that gonna be? Terranus, I assume?
Yeah, that was the best Night Elf map. Like, how was that left in the pool? At first. First pick.
I don't know. Twisted perhaps vetoed? Some undeads favor Twisted actually, 1-0 being one of them. But most would prefer to not have to go up against the mass expansion play, which can be viable there, certainly. And it is Terranus!
Ooh, sweet.
Once
Garks again, huh? Wouldn't surprise me. This
I think
game,
so.
like the last one, opened very unusual with Ghoul Rush and Ghoul Harass and
Yeah.
Double Crypt and then transition out of it and stuff. Here,
One thing also about the last game, it was a very long game. The Night Elf had time to go to 80 supply and like go for mass upgrades. Imagine if he used that time to go for one lore for roar. 20 hippos with roar is pretty good.
Yep, that would be pretty insane indeed. We start map number 2. Welcome to Terranus Stan. And I think my walker-up is crashing. Nope, fixed it. By just hoping that it does. And off we go. Still to
Hoping
come,
the prayer.
the best of 5 finals between Foggy and Hug.
Alrighty. This is gonna be another 30+ minute game. This is Terranus. Could very well be, guys. We are in for a treat here today. Should be starting off pretty familiar though. Keeper early on, couple of archers, early expansion. This is pretty much what we see all the time. The undeads for a long time were trying to bang their head against the wall, trying to cancel this expansion early, kill archers on the way, but that oftentimes just led to Keeper being fed, losing more and more ghouls, having little army left. Perhaps trying to go for a tier 3 timing against the expansion, but none of that really seemed to work too well. Nowadays, counter expansion with gargoyles is actually something that is showing great promise, and that's something that Lucifer seems to be very fond of as well.
The overlay is at the moment gone. It will be back in a second. Had to restart it real quick. But don't you worry. This takes a minute or so and you're not missing anything. Warden it is for Shishi as well.
Oh, Foggy special, but not going for the Merc Camp. Foggy always does it with the Merc Camp. Go for the mercenaries there right away and then apply pressure on level 2 and get your expansion up behind. It's going to be a little bit different here. It's going to be scouted out early as well, as the Acolyte is moving over. And, oh boy, we have another big donation. Zarathustra with 20 euros. Thanks for the great entertainment. I met you over Rocket Beans TV. A great show. Here's a small donation.
A player's
Nice.
forces
Thank you
are
very
under
much,
attack.
man. Hope you enjoy Creepjack as much as I do. Apparently, you do.
Is the Acolyte gonna hang around here to see the hero choice? It's very unusual to see a Warden. Usually it's only Foggy who plays it. The Acolyte is not in range to see this, I think. The Acolyte has very low vision range. I don't think he saw it, actually.
I'm still trying to get the overlay to work again. Sometimes a little slow.
So that will be level 2 for the Warden, as long as he doesn't deny anything, which certainly he shouldn't. PK moving out with a super early skull, sacrificial skull. Is he going, like, instant expansion?
Forces are under attack.
Double Ancient of War for more creeping for the Warden. That's going to slow down either tech or expansion, or both. But of course going to provide plenty of experience for the Warden, which she does rely on.
Okay. Finally got it to work. That took some time. Sorry for the inconvenience.
So Lucifer is going for the Merc Camp here, as it seems. Lightning Shield creep. Gets it. And pulls it off well, as it seems. But the Acolyte is in position at the natural. This might be a tier 1 expansion here for Lucifer.
Yeah, the skull certainly indicates that.
Tier 2 expo we see all the time nowadays, but tier 1 is super early.
Let's see. He's not starting attack. He's super low on gold as well.
Shadow Priest being hired here. That was where all the money went. 200 gold almost for that one. But very helpful against the keeper, which I think he still assumes. But also good against the warden.
Yeah, Foggy was struggling hard to get the warden up to 3. This will not be an issue for Shishi. But same goes for the DK and his level 3.
So it may be the same hero choice as Foggy likes to play here, but it's playing it very differently.
Yeah.
Different creep routes, double Ancient of War, no level 2 aggression, and no expansion either. One base so far at least.
It's once again Bizarro World. Undead tier 1 expansion against the fast tech. Well, not really fast
The
tech,
Wisp though, the Wisp is really big.
kind of fast attacking Night Elf, but yeah, the Scout is big.
The Warden. Oh, greater mana.
Ouch.
Oh, damn.
Ouch.
And basically level 3 already.
Ouch. We got
So
level
is the
3.
DK though. Weird Ziggurat positioning, by the way. Also weird Skull positioning.
Why is it weird?
Are under attack.
Because it was like covering half the gold mine. Usually you want to have the Ziggurat farther forward, farther central as well. Oh, Warden being greeted with the coil. That one does sting a little, actually. DK found the greater healing. That's going to protect him very well. Does the Warden have Fan of Knives too, or?
Not decided yet, so it's Shadow Strike 2. And no third spell yet.
Oh. Saves the Acolyte, at least for a little.
So this is gonna be such a late tech because he has to build the Acolytes from the Necropolis, and 2 of them are already down. There's like 2 more, plus 4, like 6 Shadow Strikes more, plus the right clicks.
But Lucifer's playing the smart, realizes the Warden's here by herself, meaning the army must be busy somewhere else. And now it's Shishi realizing, okay, he's coming over to my natural to be disruptive, and staffs over perfectly in time. The Telly staff once again coming in extremely handy.
Warden,
Lucifer's...
Shishi, and Ring of Regeneration. That rings a bell. That gives me a throwback to Nostalgia Battlefield, where it was an epic game that basically Shishi won only because he had the Ring of Regeneration.
Here comes the Necropolis now at the expansion. We'll fully be mining for Lucifer very soon, and then the tech might start coming in. But he's gonna be far behind. So far behind. Shishi, who's tier 2 already.
Yeah. Hunter's Hall is a little late, but that should be kind of fine, I guess. Yeah, it's like 1.5 minute delay. So is he's not rushing air, Shishi. He's rushing tier 3.
Does he want to play this solo Warden superhero style? Captain Marvel style? Unbeatable Warden?
Super Warden on Super Sunday would be fitting for sure.
2 more ghouls here get taken out. Of course, fairly expendable, but it's also more experience for that Warden. It's all about experience and mana for her.
Yeah, that one can stay at level 3.
A little sloppy. Lets him die as well. That's all 4.
Yeah. So we'll most likely die as well.
A player's forces are under attack.
Still not decide to go for a second. Man, so many ghouls dying here.
He's being pretty wasteful now with these. 1 more coil is 1 more kill though. Gets the Berserker here as well. Can't kill the tree though. Could kill 1 Lord perhaps.
Not even sure about that, especially not if there's a Wisp.
Coil?
A player's forces are under attack.
Guess he has to coil his own ghoul, huh?
There's a lot of ghouls being donated over here. Warden has more mana. TK's out of mana. Oh yeah. This was a very questionable choice by Lucifer here to move across the map like this. And by questionable, I mean probably not a good one.
Half a level for the Warden thanks to this. Thank you very much, XXL Base, for the 2-month resub. Of course, you can kind of afford it money-wise, but you don't really want that. It's guard time again.
And the bigger the armies get, the better Gogs are against Dryads. Dryads will be blocking themselves and so on, depending on terrain. Air units do not. And focusing targets much easier with those air units as well.
Is under siege. A player's forces are
The Warden with the Fan of Knives is not going to be bad against Gargoyles by any means, but it has a damage cap, unit cap. So when there's like 12 Gargoyles or more, she by herself is not enough. Is this going to be a Panda game once again?
With level 5, certainly. He's trying to reach that now with the bonus experience of having a single hero on tier 2. Lucifer is going for the Lich a lot earlier than in the previous game. Belt of Giant Strength. Okay.
Oh, Lucifer is going for a Shredder. I love it. He's going super economy.
A player's forces are under attack.
That also means he can rotate out of ghouls soon. He needs to have no ghouls left at all. Just 10 acolytes for mining, 1 shredder for lumber, and he can go for like a super sick 50 or 80 supply army. Rather 80 supply.
Okay. That will take some time. Tech is on the way. Lich is only popping out now. Leaves the dust behind to get the item. To get the item here. DK is level 4 now as well. Warden still only Shadow Strike, nothing else. So as both players are creeping, we have some time to thank our latest subs. Oh, Ghoul dead here. Thank you Yanarka and Olimi with a 100 bits cheer. Such great games today. Really enjoying your stream. Keep up the good work, guys. Less than 3. Thank you. And yeah, with level 5, there is Blink now, but still tons of damage despite not having Fan of Knives.
Yeah, and not having Fan of Knives is like not the greatest super late game, but like even against Acolyte Harass, Fan is so much better. You blink in, Fan, hit everything once, everything dies. But of course, there are Tomes of Retraining, which you can easily afford now, being at more than 1000 gold. And here comes the second hero, Panda.
Okay. Then let's kind of... I don't know what to think of it, to be honest, because we have single target Warden with the Shadow Strike and the AoE Panda. You kind of need both to do AoE, right, to be effective? Otherwise, it's easily countered by heal scrolls and statues.
But I'm pretty sure he's going to go into Tome. Would greatly surprise me if he doesn't. Oh, the Moonjo is actually looking really bad. He's got like seriously no juice at all. Also, Moonwells still need to be made. Overall, a really passive game, just like a macro 2 basically.
Yeah. Both seem to be happy about what they accomplished in the early. Lucifer got the tier 1 expo up. Levels are okay as well. Tech is now fine. Slaughterhouse. Wait, double Slaughterhouse, interestingly. Engine of Wind already for Shishi. More upgrades. And Bears.
A player's
And
forces
Dark
are under
Ranger,
attack.
third. Creeping up the top right now, whereas the Panda is busy with the bottom left. That's going to be close to level 3 for him, perhaps even enough for level 3. Skeleton Scout now sees the Panda. I think that was the first time he saw that hero. And this should be dream scenario for the Warden, right? She's level 5. She could buy more time for her expansion and for the Panda if she just went for Blink and Fan of Knives Harass. There is one Zeppelin ready, by the way, for this harassment possibility at the natural.
Yeah.
But doesn't even need it yet.
There we
A
go.
player's forces are under attack.
Dark Ranger suffered a lot from the Shadow Strikes, so maybe taking her out might be a target there.
Oh, he's got so much agility for her. Give her the agility.
It's also good attack speed for the Lich, you know?
There's no way it's better for the Lich. Not in 100 years, dude. Never.
You see it. 5 Acolytes, super quick. Loaded into the Zeppelin as the Warden is nearby.
Is the Panda level 3? Yes, he is. Level 2 beast for him. Not the greatest. And that's it, pretty much. The creep camps around the map have all been taken. Lich is level 3, DK is close to 5, Dark Ranger is close to 2. Has the +9 agility now. I like that. And the Warden being very annoying. Disrupting the mining here heavily, actually.
Yeah. It's not really about the kills, but it's just about stopping mining for a while. And that works really, really well. Lucifer had 1,300 gold, expanding again. Lots of consumables for him. Panda, as he said, level 3. Scroll the Beast will be sold.
A player's forces are
More
under
bears.
attack.
We're gearing up for an 80-80 battle.
Where upgrades will matter a lot. 2-1 for the Dryads and Bears already. Third attack upgrade coming in. Lucifer is far behind, despite this Shredder, who's harvesting lumber in the worst position, by the way. It's like...
Seriously, it really doesn't get any worse. Fiend transition.
It's amazing how these top players never pay attention to this. It's like such a small... Oh, now he does! I told you he's listening to the stream.
Saw this couple of
Just
times.
kidding, guys. Just kidding.
Of course, no Fiend transition really, as we haven't seen any guards.
Oh, another
Little
close
brain
attack
fart
here.
of the
This
super.
Lich. Oh, baby. And the Stark Ranger. Dude, this is a lot of hero damage. Lucifer still not mining from the expansion. Oh, here we go. First big engagement in a while. The Bears are providing a good front line here. It's not too many Fiends here at all. And now the Hippo's coming in. Looks like there is no web, actually. The Dark Ranger dropping low as well. Turns out there is web. They're all on the ground. And one by one getting taken out pretty quickly. The Dark Ranger, though, still dropping super low. Has to go for the health potion. DK, mana pot used. But this AoE damage with all the spells coming in against the Fiends takes him out pretty easily. And Lucifer has to TP out of this. But not before losing plenty of army.
2 Fiends lost during the town portal. Next expo up in the bottom left. It is up in the upper right, but guess what? Shishi knows. And there's a staff, and there's still roar. There's a lot of damage, and siege bears come in. So Lucifer is forced to fight.
He could also let it go. He's still on 2 bases. He doesn't have to hold on here. And there we go. Unsummons it. Doesn't feel ready to fight yet. Army is kind of hurt. Lich is low mana. No TP. But Shishi is taking the time to make his own 3rd base in the bottom left. Upgrades are very important this late into the game. Fiend still only on 1-1. Bears on 3-1. About to be 3-2. Lucifer needs to catch up in these upgrades.
Absolutely. Also, the Lich not level 4 is a problem. DK close to 5, but not there yet is a problem. Warden 5.6. The Panda's damage actually surprised me a little. I thought that was way higher than it should be. But I'm not the biggest fan, so maybe in my mind I just underestimated
A
it
player's
a lot.
forces are under attack.
Zeppelin down.
More destroyers being morphed. 3 in the air now. With that, plenty of dispel, but still no tanky front line. No A-bombs yet. We have the first one actually now joining in. Disease Cloud as well. On its way. But this is still an army that has to kite heavily for Lucifer. He's down by around 5 supply. And by plenty of upgrades.
But 3 destroyers. Orb of Annihilation is disabled. So he's not losing too much mana on this.
And now Lucifer has the scrolls as well, which is really important against this Panda. Ancients of War actually coming in a nice timing. Oh, the hippos above the trees could easily get Novad and webbed, and here we go. This is not what you want. One blinking forward, but he only has Shadow Strike. No fan of knives here. Which taking the brunt of the damage from the bears, dropping really low. Has to go for the invul. No coil there to delay the using of the invul for a little bit longer. And the bears taking no damage actually.
Seriously, man. Level 4 on the Panda. Once again, roar. Yes, Lucifer is killing a little bit, but he's not getting the big level ups. He's not even getting level 5 now. He does have the level 3 coil. Lich in trouble again. Shadow Strike. Whoa, last second coil. Finally some damage on the bears, but man, they don't really care. They have a nice concave on that Lich. He needs another coil ASAP.
DK dropping really low. Here scroll has to be used. And these bears, man, they're just chunking away like crazy. For example, on the Lich. We can't coil in time, and it's GG. Wow. These bears, dude, looking super strong in that.
Yeah, there was no chance for them in this fight. The position even wasn't the greatest for the bears, actually, as they were all clunked up. But Lucifer put no damage on them, and if you give them time, they eat fiends alive. That's pretty solid. And now we go into map 3, of course.
Such an early expansion for Lucifer, but then suddenly it's still, in the end, looked like so one-sided. Kind of strange.
One map for the $80 difference that is between rank 3 and 4 in the Schuck Cup in front of 3,300 people. Nice that you're still here with us. And the map is going to be Last Refuge.
Alright, this should be a more normal game. This will certainly not be a warden. This will very unlikely be a demon hunter. This will most certainly be a keeper of the grove.
Once again, we have 2 new subs. Thank you, Argosh, for the 2-month resub, and Globe Trotsky for the 13-month. Always, he says. Thank you.
Always what? Always ready?
Always giving you my sub.
Always giving us his sub. Nice, thank you very much.
So, MTW Lucifer says go. Shishi calls the go as well. Whew. We are online for 6 hours 30 already.
Doesn't feel that long.
No, right? I'm a little hungry, but apart from that, all good. I mean, the games are very rewarding as well.
I mean, we're gonna have a break before W3IL, right? Lols.
Nope. Rest for the wicked.
Of course, Foggy and Chichi, they're waiting in the... No, Foggy and Hug! Because Hug is such a strong player. Waiting in the grand final for this one to conclude. Best of 5 of that coming up after this one, after our deciding map number 3.
Indeed. That's the future it is. Shishi in the bottom left. Lucifer in the red in the upper right. Made it to the semifinals of the MTW Legendary Cup via free win, as Chimiko was not able to play. Then won a show match against Foggy, but was eventually eliminated by Happy. Dude, this is something I have not seen in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Ancient of War at the shop.
Isn't that super dangerous, though? What if there's an Acolyte Scout? And there's definitely gonna be an Acolyte Scout.
Well, we saw in Amazonia what happens if you scout an Ancient of War while it's building next to creeps. This camp, even more damage.
The DK is gonna be here pretty early, and... Can he kill enough creeps to reach level 2 before the DK arrives? I don't think so. Well, the Acolyte isn't seeing it, though. Oh my god. Oh my god. The Acolyte isn't scouting straight. Is he gonna see it?
If he watches this replay.
There's like 4 positions the Ancient of War can be. Either in the normal green camp, or this one, or at the 2 nulls. The nulls are very, very rare, but it can sometimes be seen. Alright, Acolyte sees no Ancient of War here. Is he gonna continue scouting?
He has to go up. It is a keeper for Shishi.
Wisps moving north, that's a little suspicious. 2 wisps going north, that's very suspicious.
Yep. But... okay. This prevented a lot of damage.
Ghouls being used aggressively. Moving over right away, 2 ghouls. And the DK as well, of course. Okay. If Shishi pulls off this camp without taking too much damage, this is a really good opening for him.
Depends on the item a little, of course, as well.
Did the Acolyte get it? He got it!
Oh my god.
Item? He gets that one at least. One of mana stealing. He got it with the Acolyte. Are you serious?
Unbelievable.
The Ancient of War is dropping low. The Ghouls putting in the damage. Only 1 Wisp here for repair. Alright, Ancient of War will...
And Snare's helping out.
The Ghoul usage here is... Oh! 100% perfect.
Can he pull the creeps towards the Ancient? This is already such a big accomplishment to prevent level 2. This Acolyte has 9 damage.
Oh my god, if he scouts the tree as well.
Yep.
Tree of Life is coming up right now.
Yep.
But, oh, the skeleton's gonna go there. Is it?
Town is under siege.
Has to take a turn to the left.
Lucifer a little sloppy here. These skeletons should be scouting.
He sees
right
it anyway.
Now. And the DK is gonna see it.
A
And
player's
skeletons are close
forces
by.
are under
He
attack.
might be able just to get it through skeletons and DK. And you know what's missing here?
Wisp.
Wisps is missing! But actually 2 skeletons expire. Very little damage here, but of course you can always bring ghouls from the main. In fact, they're already on their way.
And
5
he has
ghouls.
new ones. They will expire in a bit, but
Still-
so the Treants.
And the keeper's still so far away from level 2.
Lucifer is attacking already, going into normal fiends.
This is like Lucifer's game against Foggy earlier, almost. LR is like his map. Oh, here come the golems.
Lots of creeps. Where will...
Surround the keeper!
No way.
Oh my god. But the detonate is coming in, but he's keeping it close with a new ghoul coming in. Lucifer, you god. He has to cancel the expansion just to get out of the damned surround.
That was pretty smart, man. And he pulled that off. There was no other way. There was like TP or Expo. He decides to go, like, if he's TPing out, he will lose the Expo anyway. So,
Exactly.
canceling the Expo is the better call for sure. Lucifer is miles ahead of his opponent.
Lucifer on LR, dude. Scary. He's looking so damn strong. Is he going Gouge once again? Now would be the time for the second crypt. But seems to not want to go for him this time around.
Early fiends, then I guess. Can he deny more experience? With 2 more coils. And he got the timings down. At least today.
This is so annoying. It would be so easy to kill off these ghouls if only he had Entangle. But he's stuck on level 1.
Because he was so
Oh.
greedy.
And because of the Acolyte. All because of the goddamn Acolyte. Insane, dude.
That was seriously 2 moves for the highlight reels. Not too easy to pull off. But Shishi is teching for quite a bit now. Himself, he's trying to expand again. Lucifer's tech is finished.
Is he rushing tier 3? Second hero Naga, of course! Like it was earlier against Foggy.
Yeah, we've seen it before.
Naga slaying time again.
Oh man, and he was so good against Foggy with this.
He did have the aura earlier though.
Yeah.
Without the aura, these ghouls and Naga are not as scary. Still kind of scary though.
It's logical synergy. Slow down your opponent heroes. Use the aura to speed up your own heroes. Win-win. This time, only Frost Arrow, but man. Way too easy to kill this expert.
Splitting off 2 of the skeletons to distract as well to put more damage on the archers. Dude, Lucifer is looking hot right now.
Yeah. And he killed the Wisp as well. So even if the expansion was cancelled, he can set it up again immediately. Alchemist, obviously, second hero choice by Shishi, but
forces are under attack.
where'd you go from here?
The Naga there again was so smart. So good. Alright, Keeper's gonna get level 2, finally, once again. So unbelievably late. But now he's got Entangle, at least. But no expansion anyway.
So much experience stolen from from Shishi side of the base. And
So now, time for some Entangle kills. Here's the first one. But that's gonna be all.
Under attack.
All the rest of the ghouls will be making it away. Tier 3 is more than halfway done already. The first fiends have hit the battlefield. The slaughterhouse isn't too late. There's gonna be 1 statue out at least by the time tier 3 rolls around. It's not forgetting about the Ziggurat. Dude, Lucifer is playing a really, really strong game.
Yeah. He has to move back at some point to grab up the items, you think, but there is once again backpack to bring this item. Levels are a problem, but since he's getting the shop here, which usually belongs to the Night Up. Okay, gotta be careful. Invul Potion swapped over.
Forces are under attack.
So good for the Naga, this greater invul. She can't be coiled, of course, so it's always gonna be difficult to keep her alive, but that invul is gonna help out tremendously. Coming in for the creep jack now is Shishi. Is he gonna be able to force a TP here? Oh, the range not good enough anymore on the Entangle. Alright, gets it off, but only a ghoul. The Fiend would have been painful for that. Perhaps Lucifer would have TP'd. Certainly not for the ghoul.
Skeletons are scouting the expansion again. He's finding the second base again.
Players' forces are under attack.
But can Shishi distract long enough for this building to finally finish, with the DK being that hurt?
Would love to get more done here, more kills perhaps, but there's a statue now. There's going to be a Lich out in a moment. Frenzy coming in as well. It's not going to have a lot of Fiends or Web then quickly, because once again we are going into air, into Hippo Riders.
Question from chat: if you do you lose the item if the unit is killed that carries the item with backpack, yes, it drops to the ground. So your opponent can pick it up. That's why it's a little risque.
Risky.
Yes.
Alright, Lich coming out. Frenzy done already. Time for the orb. Only thing missing after that is web, and then it's gonna be a scary undead force possibly barreling down on the expansion, which is still not even finished and is really damaged, by the way, just because of these two skeletons.
That surprises me as well, to be honest. He keeps the Wind of Mana stealing. Don't know if it has that much impact at this stage of the game. It's rather an earlier game item, in my opinion. So creep check time now, or what? No level 3 DK yet. Ankh for the Naga, also nice, as you pointed out, can't be coiled.
Players' forces are under attack.
And web about to be done in a second. This is the dangerous power spike here for the undead, and Shishi getting caught with his pants down. At least one archer here will certainly be dying to those frenzy ghouls who are so fast, backed up by the aura. One archer dies. We have 4 hippo riders in the air, 5 hippo riders with this new one.
2 fiends as well. So weapon kite must be the idea, or is it just hero focus? Acid bomb hits the ghouls, but the fiends should be safe from this. Hippos fall. Finally level 3 for the DK.
No entangle being used yet. Destroyer dropping low, being focused by this piercing damage. New statue now coming in. The entangle does find the kill onto that one fiend, or does it? Destroyer taken out as well. Not properly microed, and suddenly one fiend down. Destroyer lost as well. There's certainly still a chance in this for Shishi, but still, keeper dropping lower has to be careful, but he gets that fiend as well, and now not too much anti-air anymore.
I agree. Lich, of course, but that's about it. But also plenty of mana for Lucifer, and sometimes all you need is undead heroes. Ghouls are falling left, right, and center, but as long as the statue and the heroes are there, I think everything is fine. He's swapping over the orb to the DK so he can attack air as well, and Shishi didn't mind anything. Big Nova level up. And Fork Lightning close to level 3.
New fiend coming in. Now he has the web available
Players'
again.
forces are under
Only one
attack.
statue, though. He needs more of those. More statues will be coming from the main. But yeah, neither player really feeling comfortable. But he's going to have plenty of income rolling in here very soon. At the moment, even in supply. The Knight, of course, wants to be ahead in supply in this kind of game. Level up for the Naga. Level 3 already.
That is Coil 2, Fork Lightning 2, Nova 1, but the nuke is heavy. That's why we have an Immo Potion and the TP on the Knight of
Players'
Heroes.
forces are under attack.
Lucifer decides, okay, I only go for the Entangled Gold Mine to buy a little more time. Still ghouls coming, man. It's been quite some time in this game.
Fork Lightning taking out 3 of the wisps there instantly. Very nice usage of that spell.
Yeah,
in
can
we
target
go
more than 3,
again.
of course.
Destroyer ready. And webs also. Supply lead here for Lucifer. Is he gonna go to the red camp? Easily creepable with a destroyer?
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing.
A
Using
player's
a better
forces are
position
under
here.
attack.
Draws back a bit. They give Shishi time for the Merc camp, and he never stopped mining, so this expo is paying off. Yes, he has to build a few more.
Oh! Catgus Pipe.
few
That
more
is
wisps,
the best item.
But indeed, it is mana regen and HP regen from 2 auras. That is the dream.
Lucifer's not going to be able to get a level from this, but still plenty of experience, and of course that big Catgus Pipe. Going for a second crypt and the 5th ziggurat. So is ready to lose a lot of fiends and mass reproduce them, I guess.
First defense upgrade is ready. But there's also 2 levels of acid bomb and the rune braces.
First fiend not microed away quickly and well enough, so that one will be taken out very fast indeed. Second fiend also dropping lower. He's coiling that one, so the Lich is up for business. Has to use the Ankh here, has to trigger to get him back here onto the world of the living. But Shishi is forcing Lucifer back, and Lucifer's not finding many kills at all.
Oh, that Lich is exposed again. He can coil him a couple of times, but still blocked by this Alchemist, and level up now. That's nice. to have. But oh, Poison Ivy coils again, man. He has to be so quick with those coils. Invo Potion used now, but that exposes the Naga.
Level 4 for the DK, everything quite a bit faster now. And yeah, the Naga indeed in trouble. Going for the heavy nuke on the Alchemist, but he's got the Rune Bracer still, and he's fine. Using the Invul perhaps even unnecessarily. Still no Destroyer here ready. He could morph one from one of those statues, but he's still not doing it. The next entangle could be dangerous. Where's it gonna land? But also the Alchemist has to be careful. Has to use the staff to keep him alive. And Lucifer finding another pickoff here. Gets the Berserker.
Oh, man. Game for third on a knife's edge, that's for sure. 50 supply still for Lucifer. I guess the same for Shishi. 51 actually. That always hurts a little. Hunter's Hole now to start upgrades. Oh, love it. Naga at the right-hand side shop. DK here on the left-hand side. Can he buy stuff at both of them? Invul Potion. Now he's running into the Night Elf army. Entangle Acid Bomb. But is the damage sufficient? I just know.
Didn't even have to trigger the Invul. May have to go for it on the Naga though, as she still can't get coiled. And there is the Invul. Keeps her alive at least for 7 seconds. Death Knight getting focused next. There is no Dispel here in time. A little bit late with the Destroyer. DK is still dropping lower. Has to go for the TP to keep himself alive. Lich also. All the heroes in deep, deep trouble. Dropping extremely low. But Lucifer keeps all of them alive. Just barely.
He needs some time to regen now, and that's time that Shishi uses for the additional income. More fairies, more hippos, and more creeping. Close to level 4. He's level 4 already on the Keeper of the Grove. No counter expansion by Lucifer this time.
But a really strong army. 1-1 Fiends, backed up by triple hero with good levels. 4-3-3, 4-4-3 now. Lionhorn, not too bad.
Indeed. We were laughing about this item for such a long time. But with the rise of Acid Bomb, it gained in popularity.
Yeah. The Naga, though, will always be the weak point of this army. You can save her once with the Invul, but Entangle Acid Bomb, of course, can be coming in over and over. Lucifer should try to be quicker with the Dispels. We've seen him be a little bit slow against those Entangles now on numerous occasions. Hasn't come to cost him too much just yet, but doesn't mean it can't still.
Counter expansion now. This time, the Lich's inventory is not really overwhelming. Speaking of not overwhelming, hello Crystal Ball.
Used Scroll of Healing here to get inventory space. Just for the Crystal Ball? Or, I guess, because he was a little bit hurt. More experience for the Undead side. Lich close to level 4. The other heroes, though, not too close to level 5.
Player's forces are
Lucifer
under attack.
needs to set up more ziggurats. If he waits for the Necropolis, that takes forever. But he's got a good number of Fiends out already, I guess, so perhaps Consumables is more priority, going for more and more Invuls. Double Invul once again for the Korean.
Alrighty, and Creepjack now. Does he have a TP? Yes, on the Keeper of the Grove. Can not disable him. Trying to get the kills does not really work. Oh, misses the last hit. That was unfortunate. Fiend down as well, but now he gets the Destroyer in a world of trouble. The Alchemist diving deep here. Level 4 Lich says hello. Potion keeps him alive, and with the Rune Braces, he's so tanky. And more Fiends are dying. Lucifer's not kiting.
But I think he can afford to. Like, he's taking out so many Aerions in the process. He's taking care of this Destroyer. That one is important. Fog Lightning Nova coming in once again. There's barely anything left here for the Night Elf. Shishi has to TP out towards his expansion. Won't get the Destroyer either. Receives another coil from the DK, who suddenly is basically level 5. And Shishi down to 41 supply. The Undead has hit critical mass with Fiends. Super strong, along with the heroes.
And the levels,
His tier 2 flying army is just not good enough anymore.
The levels are pretty insane after this feat. This is level 5. Shishi will just shake his head like, oh man, this one thing, give it to him for free. Close to level 5 Naga as well. Fog Lightning really hits hard. And he's not that
going
far.
for the counterattack. I guess that's the best play he can go for.
Avoid fights.
Lucifer can just go back here. Can rebuy a TP. Or go for the Tree of Ages here, if he really wants to take this space race game.
I think you should kill one Engine of Wind and then leave. Ah, there's 2 more coming. Shishi has 1,200 gold. Lucifer is selling both of them, and there's not too much damage done in the main.
At the shop, he's going for a safety TP. And he's going for this Tree of Ages. Nova and Fog Lightning both super good at taking out repairing Wisps. And there's no TP on the Night Elf side either. Smart play. I don't see this Tree of Life surviving. Tree of Ages, that is.
Okay. That comes as a surprise, really. That he just lets it die. No tech anymore. No potions from shops. And one base down.
Fog Lightning immediately eliminating 3 of those wisps. TP home will be used by Lucifer. 2 of those fairies extremely hurt. TP must be aggressive. It is! Almost gets us around on the heroes. And oh my god, the keeper just instantly disappeared. No staff or anything for him.
3 fairies as well. What a slaughter after
Player's
this
forces are
TP.
under attack.
He wasn't confused. He wasn't shaking his head like, where am I? No, no. Focused right from the start. Keeper pops in an instant. And then Web does the rest.
So much gold, by the way, for Shishi. He was at 1,500 gold for the longest time.
And now,
But,
thanks to all the losses in the main, he supplies, so he can't spend his gold.
Yeah, and with what he can make, like archers and hippos and whatever,
Yeah.
it's not good enough. Like even if he has 3,000 gold to spend, I don't know. That's good enough.
Well, you know, items maybe? Mercenaries?
5, 5, 4 undead heroes.
Not
Almost
that
over
far
500.
away from 5 either. Yep.
We've seen a lot of undead heroes carrying these late games, where you just outscale your opponent. Yes, he has more economy. Yes, he has more army, but Warcraft is oftentimes about heroes, and seems to be here once again. As the Tree of Life once more will be taken out. No wisps coming in for the repair even. Knows he would just lose him too easily. He's going for a desperate counterattack in the main, but all he gets for his trouble is a single ziggurat.
Yeah, that took forever. Lucifer supply stuck as well, so it wasn't that bad. Will we see history repeating here? Aggressive, TP, focus fire, zap, GG. Lucifer, 3rd place and $120 richer. Shishi gets still 30 for his efforts. Man, what a series.
Once again, Lucifer looking super strong on LR. He's got that map figured out. Shishi with a strange opening and that killer acolyte, dude.
Yeah.
How much he determined in the early game.
Everything, indeed. Getting the last hit on the Magi, 92 experience, just gone. And then no level 2, no control. And again, Lucifer played this so well with the Naga. I'm really impressed by this. Usually I'm not the biggest fan of Naga, but that's working really good for him.
Yeah. When the keeper's only level 2, the pressure you can still apply with the ghouls against the archers is very respectable. Well done.
All right, so one more sub here. Thank you, Yuipoil, for the 6-month resub. Thanks for all the entertainment, friends. We thank you for your constant contributions here. And we have one more game for you. That's the grand final. That is Foggy versus Hug. Best of 5 for $375, 220 for the loser. We go into a small little break, and then we're here for the main match. See you in a bit.